course, there were problems with the animation here and there, but overall, like, it was a pretty good experience for me. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
I think even if the problems were there, it wasn't like unbearable.
No,
or
no,
anything. Like,
no.
you could
Yeah,
just,
definitely.
you could live with it. It was a good watch because you're still invested in the story. It doesn't break from the flow of the anime itself.
Yeah, but yeah.
Look at these haters. When I said Get Backers had them playing violin and stuff in a still animation, they were like, oh, it sucks, unacceptable.
Backwards
said we
anime
didn't like it.
sucks.
We have it on record, huh, bro?
Yeah, continue.
Anyway, what are that's it that you don't have any more points?
No, so far, like, if just a general this I gave my, if we can talk about it more in detail and go on if you want to say something.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I too was very emotional, but I did not like how predictable it was. Like the minute she collapsed, I'm like, yeah, she's dying. She's 100%
Oh, yeah.
dying.
We
and
all
it's going
knew she was gonna
it's going to be
die.
just like her
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
Like it was like barely anything. Like come on, like the minute like she's like, oh no, I fell after my performance. Like she's dead.
She's dead.
She either it ends with her dying or she dies somewhere towards the end, and
Yeah.
the last couple of episodes are just him like, no, I will still play even though she died.
No, yeah,
and
for sure.
that was extremely predictable. It's still very well done because it was very
Yeah,
emotional.
dude, I think
but
it's
it was-
because
it
of
was
the
very
romance.
predictable.
I think it had a lot of generic romance tropes. So, like, from the first episode, you can already predict what's going to happen in the end. You know, you already have a general idea. So,
Yeah, but there are a lot of things that
does-
there are a lot of things that it didn't do that general romance tropes have. Like for example, after she died, it's not like Tsubaki and Arima got
oh,
together.
no, yeah, of course. No, not that. But we
So
all knew
that
she was going
that
to
would
die.
have been a romance trope.
That
Like,
would have been.
oh,
a
she's
trope, yeah.
gone, but I'm still here. Like, oh, you are here. You've been here all along. Mwah, mwah. God.
No, but a lot of their interactions also, it's a very anime thing, you know, like the
Yeah.
harem genre, even though this isn't harem, but you still see those tropes in this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Apparently there's a another, I forgot what it was called, but basically something that followed this where where Arima is dating the girl, what's her name?
Tsubaki or Kaori?
No, not neither of them. The little girl. She's
What?
14
What? The
and he's
little
16
girl? Are you
apparently.
shitting me?
Yeah, she's 14 and he's 16.
Where
or
is
he's
this
17
from?
and
Where do you
she's
find out
f-
what's
15 or something. I was reading Reddit and so there's
Oh.
this thing going on. I think it's her. I forgot her name though, so I'm not sure. But yeah, he
Aiza,
doesn't get
Aiza,
with
I
he
think,
doesn't
wasn't
get with that's the surname. What's her first name? I don't remember. I don't care.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get with Tsubaki apparently. That's the main thing. And I felt like Kaori's character kind of broke at the end, right at the very end, where she's like, "But there was only one lie." I'm like, "Yo, woman, you have literally given up your glasses." I really did not like how they made it look like she was like, "Oh, look, I'm the shy, ugly girl who takes off her glasses and hair comes loose, and now everybody's like, oh wow, she's so beautiful."
That's
You know,
literally
that-
Ichigo.
yeah, that's my point. That I didn't like it there either. But see, in Ichigo, at least they had people recognize her when she was still in the, the ugly get-up.
Yeah, but when
Here
they
it's
saw her,
like-
they were like, "Who the hell is? What the fuck? Mind blown? Your glasses are."
Yeah,
It's like that
Yeah,
Clark
yeah,
Kent
but-
shit.
yeah, but I'm saying that, like, at least
Yeah,
there
yeah,
they
yeah.
made it like the plot point, and it was supposed to be funny. Here it served no purpose. I don't know why they
Yeah,
put
it's
it in
just-
here. That
No,
was right at the end in a very subtle way, like, oh yes, I used to wear glasses. Nobody noticed me, and then I took off glasses. Hair came out, and then everyone's like, oh, so pretty, oh. And I'm like,
Well,
yo,
it is a common romance.
Why?
trope. Yeah.
Yeah, I
no,
think
but
they were
why
just-
put it
I
right
think
at
she
the
was just
end?
talking
Why put
about
it
her,
right
like-
at the end is my point.
No, it was part of a letter, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
couldn't you
So
have
it's just
shown
part- I
it
think she
somewhere
was
if
just-
you wanted it to be that natural? If you wanted it to be an actual part of the story, show it somewhere else. Like before they meet him, she's in the background or something. You know, that's something that people would actually, because people rewatch this like crazy. That's something that
Yeah,
people
that
would have
is
actually
true.
seen and been like, oh my god, did you guys notice that she's in the background over here and nobody noticed her because she was in this getup?
Oh,
That would have
okay.
made more sense.
I remembered what you're talking about. I just remembered the part in the school where they show her like basically knowing them, but they show her in the end.
Yeah,
They show-
nobody's recognizing her because
yes,
she's like,
yes, yeah, that was weird to me. I remember that scene where they're walking through like the
Yeah, yeah.
shelves and
The
yeah,
lockers.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that is very strange. How did they not see you again? Why are you adding this now? Yeah, I think I understood. I just remember.
Because
yeah.
Arima even says like, oh, she's wearing our school uniform. She does
Yeah.
go to school here.
Yeah, that is
I'm like,
crazy.
yo, what the hell,
yeah.
man? How do you not know that shit?
Yeah, towards the
then
end, they like added a lot of information in the letter. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't like the whole lie in the first place because I felt like that wasn't what she was living for at that point. Because she gave up everything. She gave up her glasses. She gave up her whatever hairstyle. She did whatever she wanted. She became a free spirit. She broke the very rules of music playing itself, apparently. And she's like, but I can't go tell this guy that I want to meet him. Like, okay, I can understand if you're like, okay, I'm gonna die. I don't want to get into a relationship with this guy, and then I'm going to feel sad when I die, and he's going to feel sad after I die. Like, okay, but is it really that hard for you to just be like, hey, I want to be friends with you, man? What's up? Like, you're such a free spirit that you don't care about losing an entire competition just because you wanted to play whatever you wanted. And you don't have the balls to go to the... Okay, she's a girl. But you don't have the guts to go to a guy and be like, hey, I want to be your friend. That's it. That's all you have to do. I want to be your friend. And she's like, nope, can't do that. Like, are you kidding me? Really? You want me to go talk to that guy? Instead, she went, made friends with Tsubaki, thereby manipulating her. Told her she liked Watari, thereby manipulating him. Actually dated Watari, manipulating him further. All just so that she could talk to Arima.
That was very fucked at the end.
What the hell is this? God damn it, where the hell did this go?
Yeah, that shit just confused me, I agree. I had totally forgotten about that shit, dude. I just remember. It's all coming back to me. Yeah.
And okay, fine. Okay, you know what? I understand you are extremely high IQ. I am too dumb to understand your plan. Okay, but the first time that they met, she literally said, oh, pervert, you're trying to look up my skirt. Like, if some girl told me that and I'm like, no, I didn't. Wait. And then she continued saying it, I'd be like, okay, bye. I'm out. I'm never meeting you again in my life. I'm out.
Didn't she say something about how she knew that Tsubaki was in love with, or Tsubaki loved or liked Kosei? Which is why she didn't take the direct approach. She wanted to do the Watari.
Yeah, but that makes no fucking sense because she's not going.
Them, right?
I don't think. Well, from her perspective, she didn't want to break either of their hearts, so she was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but she played the long game.
Yeah, that's what. If I came in and broke up a relationship between two people, I can understand the hesitation. But what hesitation is there in saying, hey, Tsubaki, I'm a musician. I play violin, and that dude you're always sitting next to is like a famous pianist. So I would like to play with him. Tsubaki be like, hey, you know that makes sense, yeah. That does make sense. It's not like Tsubaki is going to be like, oh, you trying to steal my guy, huh? Oh, you want him to play piano for you, huh? No, he plays piano for me and no one else. No, that makes no sense.
But
I agree there.
She went the whole roundabout
thinking
method.
About it very emotionally, so they probably have those feelings going through them.
That's my point. She's a kid. Are you telling me that she's this manipulative as a kid? If this woman had grown up,
by the way, I was like, holy shit! Like, so usually, like you say, I've also heard it like from a lot of my friends. They're like, oh, you know, we girls, we know who we want to date before they realize they like us, and we plan. Like, you hear that. But I'm like, but this takes it to like another level
entirely.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, they don't plan this intensely, okay? We are not that dumb. Come on.
Yeah. like okay, even in Bakuman, it was like, but they both saw each other multiple times and they, slowly fell in love even though they never talked and all that. But that was still like mutual, and it's like, okay, here it's like she noticed him. This guy doesn't know that anyone else exists. And then she's like, oh, look, that guy's right over there. Oh, he's right in my school. Oh, god damn. Oh, I want to get at that ass. And then she's like, can't get at his ass. No, he likes that other girl. That girl likes him. Oh, no, can't get at his ass. Maybe I should just introduce myself. Like, nah, that's too sus, Instead, I'll go date his best friend, make him fall in love with me, and then after I die, I'll be like, hey, I did love you. Haha. Like, instead, you know what? She should have just been like, hey, listen, Tsubaki, let's have a real girl-to-girl, heart-to-heart over here. Yeah, you like Kosei. Tsubaki is going to be like, nope, I don't. She'll be like, okay, I like him. Okay, I do. And you clearly don't. So let me date him. I have like 1 year to live. I am pretty much dead after that. you can date him after that. It's fine. Just let me have him for this 1 year. And then she should have just been like, hey, Arima, hey, ever heard a girl break the score on a violin? And he'll be like, damn, she does break the score on a violin. Oh. And I felt bad for Vatari as well. She's like, oh, he's not going to remember me. And poor guy is sitting alone in a classroom like, yes, I remember this girl.
Also, another factor I think that, but still, see, I don't think that affects if you're playing, like if you only want to play with him. It's more about the relationship thing, because also she did say she knew about Arima since he was a kid, right? She saw him playing and stuff. They show.
Yeah.
So she obviously knew about his mother dying. So like she said she didn't want to be in his life also, and since she was gonna die again, but that still doesn't change the fact that she just wanted to play with him. That I don't think that would have affected him so much, right? I'm not
It
sure.
wouldn't have.
Actually.
Maybe.
It wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like, okay. It's pretty obvious that when a bubbly violin player who wants to spread the positivity of life around goes to a man who's down in the dumps and he's like, I hate this damn piano, god damn it, not again. It's obvious that there's going to be some attraction between them. Like, how does she have the mastermind to plan an entire sequence of events that it's like, yes, this will touch this here, and then this will go over here, and then this will come back from here, and she can't just be like, Arima, want to play with you.
She is Johan.
Oh my
God, it's back. That
what
conspiracy is
a
back.
throwback.
Holy
I swear, I wish we had followers on our podcast just for these throwbacks.
Nice time.
Yes, he is Johan.
Yeah.